Sisters have a big fight at the mall. The sister wants to go clothes shopping. I wanted to go to the amusement park. They argued. I pressed the elevator first. Cancelled the button. The two sisters argued inside the elevator. I saw that I couldn't defeat my sister. She cried and screamed. The noise alerted her mom. She did not hesitate to criticize her sister. Finally decided to go to the playground first. I made a funny face at my sister. When I arrived at the playground, I played happily. But her sister was not happy. To get back at me, she bought a box and pretended it was a gift for her. I opened the box happily but was shocked by it. Sister, on the other hand, laughed happily. I was so angry that I hit my sister with an ocean ball. But she hit the main switch of the amusement park. The whole place was plunged into darkness. The manager rushed to restore the power, and criticized her mother severely. The mom was so angry that she dragged her two children back to the park, and warned them that she would never take them out again. After all this, the sisters finally realized that it's pointless to fight with each other. The most important thing is to cherish each other. It was my birthday. The sister made a handmade card, but I wasn't happy. Because the gifts from her friends were all very beautiful, but my sister's card was too simple. At the party, my friends saw my sister in a wheelchair. They started whispering. I felt humiliated and thought it was my sister's fault that she was teased. In a fit of anger, she knocked out her sister's card, and pushed her out of the door, and gave her a stern warning not to come back until the party was over. When my mom came home and found my sister missing, she anxiously asked me about her. I told her I'd thrown her out. She said she didn't want to talk to her anymore. Mom was shocked. She reprimanded me severely, and told her the hard truth. When I was little, I snuck out the window when adults weren't looking. I was attracted by a beautiful balloon. As I was about to rush past, a car sped by. In a moment of crisis, my sister, who was coming home from school, found me. She rushed over to my sister and pushed her to safety. She pushed me to safety, but he was hit by the car, and never got up again. I was frozen in my tracks. I remembered what I had just done with a sense of guilt. At that moment, she went to the river alone. She was very sad. Suddenly there was a gust of wind. The wheelchair slowly slid towards the river. She panicked and braked desperately, but the wind was too strong and the wheelchair kept moving forward. Just in the nick of time, a pair of small hands grabbed her wheelchair tightly. The sister looked back. It was me, holding the wheelchair down with all my might. Tears streamed down her face. I'll never make you angry again. My sister was furious, because I tore up her notebook. But she just scolded me a few times, and then she cried. When Mom heard that, she immediately criticized her. When it was time to eat, Dad sweetly fed me lobster. My sister wanted to have a bite too, but Mom was adamant. She gave me the whole plate of lobster. My sister felt aggrieved and went back to her bedroom. Soon after, I snuck into her room. She grabbed a water pistol and sprayed her with it. Sister just wanted to get up and teach her a lesson, but I spat out my tongue and ran away. The next day, my mom took us shopping. I had my eye on a scooter. Mom paid for it right away, but when my sister wanted a doll, Mom refused without hesitation. I went home happily. The sister could only follow behind in despair. When I got home and saw me playing with the scooter, my sister was very angry. In the middle of the night, she snuck into the living room and loosened the screws on the scooter. The next day, I was riding the scooter excitedly. Suddenly the wheels shook and the screws came loose. I fell right off the scooter. Mom was so scared. She called the emergency services. Then my sister realized she was in trouble. She was so scared that she ran home. The more she thought about it, the more she regretted it. Why couldn't she have humbled me? Luckily, I was treated in time at the hospital, so I didn't suffer any after effects. Mom and Dad were relieved. My sister came to visit me in the hospital. She was filled with guilt. But it wasn't for 3 days. The two of us started to tear each other apart again.